Okay, so let's go through how ICE works before we go into the individual videos themselves on how to set things up within ICE. So the principle behind ICE is you have all organizations, all businesses, they all have processes of some sort. So let's start off with some processes. Okay, start with a process. And those processes break down into sub-activities, etc. Now, generally, there are inherent risks within a process or processes. These can be for all sorts of reasons, and there could be risk of loss of money, risk of accidents, and so on. And a process typically has one or more risks, and then within those risks, you can mitigate them by putting in place controls. So you can reduce the risk of losing money by locking the safe every night. You can reduce the risk of accidents by putting up signage and so on. So there's lots of ways you can mitigate the risks within the processes within your business. So that's the starting point, and that is basically what we're ICE. Just going to try and draw a line around all this. Where's this not working? Right, so I'm going to let's take all of this and let's move it over here. Okay, put it over there. Now, what ICE does is ICE records information related to the processes, risks, and controls of your business in a nice, neat application. And it does a lot more than that, though. So typically then you're saying, okay, we've designed these controls to put them in place. How do we know they're operating as they should be? And this is where ICE comes into its own. And what it does, it sends information to the individuals who are responsible for those controls. And it says every day or whenever the control needs to be performed, don't forget to do this control. And when you've done it, can you tell us you've done it? And can you give us some evidence and some supportive information that explains what you've actually done. So the person receives a message from ICE. This is ICE here. And he then goes back into ICE. He spends a minute or so in there saying, yes, I've done my control for today. And yes, here's my evidence. So he's going to attach a nice little document, maybe. Or some other computer files of some sort. So there's a computer file, and he's going to take all that information and we're going to stick it into ICE. And ICE will then record that information and provide timestamps, etc. So you, as maybe the manager of the business, you can then run a report off ICE. So I'm here and the manager over here. There you go. Put a hat on myself because I'm the boss, and I can then get information out of ICE. I can get this to run a nice little report for me, nice little graph, maybe, or a list of names of people on the naughty list who can tell me how those controls have been performing over a period of time. So that's the starting point. I'm going to go into more detail in terms of how you would set up processes, risks, and controls within ICE. And so see you on the next video.